Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Chesnaught in the Master Premier 100% IV level 50. Let's go ahead and take a look and have a little fun with it. Now I have a little something to talk about before we do get into the commentary here, and that is going to be the fact in my last video going over the Cleaver Raid Day, and I was talking about how you're not going to be able to evolve Scyther into Cleaver or your Shadows or your current Shinies that you do have. It seems like later we might be able to, because I bring up the fact that we can't evolve Rufflet or another one, but somebody else did bring up the fact that Executor later down the line, it was like a couple of years, a year later, then we were able to evolve it. So we do have that potential, but that is in a year and a half or something like that, or maybe even longer. So we do have the potential for that to happen. Just thought I'd bring that up for you really quick here before we do get into the commentary. If you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. We got a very long video. This is 30 minutes, okay, plus the 2-minute credit at the end. Yeah, all wins except for I do believe one battle is going to be a loss here. So let's go ahead and take a look. This team did extremely well. We're actually going to be rotating what Pokemon we're going to be using on the team. As a matter of fact, we're going to be going with Excadrill and Gyarados, and then later down the line we're going to be using Shadow Snorlax and Metagross. I did show all the IVs, so you can go ahead and take a look at that as well as their moves here. But with that said, let's have a little fun. So Chesnaught, last community, well, it's not the last, it did have a community day, Frenzy Plant, and Superpower, Grass, and Fighting. Extremely good. Now we're going to be going with Vine Whip for its quick move, but you could go with Smackdown, in which you're going to be able to actually handle Togekiss to some degree. Slightly. You're going to be doing super effective damage. You're not getting stabbed, but it is going to be doing a ton of damage. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of left just sitting there and not able to do anything up against Togekiss. So if you do encounter that, it's not going to be looking good for you. But otherwise, it is going to be able to handle quite a bit, because there is not going to be any sort of legendaries or mythicals that it has to worry about, and it can run amok and do a ton of damage with that Frenzy Plant stab as well as stab on the superpower. So let's see what we have up against the Gyarados. We're going to be getting a shield out of them after we hit them with a Frenzy Plant. Let's keep this rolling here. I'm not going to stop. Let's say I severely mess up. Alright, going for another Frenzy Plant here, or if I got an itch on my hand like this. Alright, so what was that all about? I got an itch on my hand. Well, ever since I did hurt my hip when I was lifting way too much when I first started lifting, I messed it up for a while, and it was like one of the most painful things, I wouldn't say in my life. And don't worry, we got a long video. We'll get back into the commentary here. So ever since then, I used to sit down and do my commentary. I have this soundproof wall, or these sound foams on the wall, that I would sit down at a desk and talk, and so it probably sounds a little bit different now. But ever since then, I had to stand up and hold my phone, and I've been doing it ever since. I just became in the habit of doing that. So if I do have to make any sort of movement or scratch, I gotta stop, because if I do that on the camera, you're gonna hear a big, loud, weird swooshing sound. So there's that. Okay, all right, up against Gyarados here. We can let all this go now. Chesnaught is going to be able to wall Gyarados to a pretty good degree, unless it does have Outrage. That's going to do a decent amount of damage, but Aqua Tail, not very effective. Crunch, not very effective. If it has Dragon Breath, that is going to be digging in at a pretty decent rate. And if it has Waterfall, well, we resist that as well because of the grass. Going up against Excadrills is going to be a very nice situation for you, because they're pretty much always going to have Drill Run as well as Rock Slide. And both of those moves are going to be resisted because of the grass and then the fighting. So they're going to be kind of a hard counter to Excadrill, which is very nice. And it does great. Excadrill is going to be all over the place in the Master Premier. All right, bringing in our own Excadrill. Unfortunately, they're going to be getting to a charge move, but we still do have 2 shields. So we're going to go ahead and just shield that up and obviously farm them up, but they're going to be swapping Fork and actually take them out, and bringing in a Gyarados here. Going to go for that Drill Run here. And I think we're going to swap into our Chesnaught, go for the Frenzy Plant, since Garchomp is going to be part ground, it's doing a ton of damage, and then we quick move down that Excadrill and we take the win. Let's keep it moving here. What are we going to go for? Why did I not edit this out? Okay, that is a screw up, but we're going to go ahead and just roll with it. All right. Should have been directly transitioned into the next battle, but I guess I got a little lazy there, or screwed up. All right, next battle. We're met with a Snorlax. Mind Shadow, there's his regular. This mirror match honestly irritates the hell out of me. because you never know who's going to throw superpower when or when they're going to throw superpower. But if you've done enough, you know how much damage you can take. And then plus the lick damage is really doing nothing, so you don't have to worry about them farming you down with that quick move really at all. Alright, so they're going for a body slam. Great. And now we're going to go ahead and throw that superpower at this point here. It's not going to KO, but it's going to do a ton of damage. Getting to the next one, as they do get to their charge move, we're going to let it go and call another body slam here. And we barely survived, quite literally with about 1 or 2 HP. Let's go, Shadow Snorlax. We're getting a shield out of them, and they're going to be licking me down. Alright, we're going to bring in the Chesnaught here to farm them up. I don't know. I think we try to farm them all the way. Let's see what happens here. They go for a body slam. Sounds good. Don't know if I really want to farm them. Ooh, I guess I am. We're going to shield up and then do it. All right, so we're going to kind of put all of our hope into this Chesnaught here. Hopefully they do not have a Togekiss. Otherwise, we're going to be looking horrible. Gyarados sounds good to me. Part flying doesn't really matter. Since it's water, Gyarados really can't take a hit. Frenzy Plant's doing a ton of damage no matter what it's coming from. And everything it's coming from is going to be getting stabbed, so it's always going to be doing a ton. Swap into my Metagross, and it was almost a systematic swap. Made me a little curious there, but we'll go ahead and just roll with it because what am I going to do? Alright, so now we're up against Excadrill here. We're going to go ahead and let this go and kind of put all of our hope into that Chesnaught towards the end, and that's a very unfortunate situation there on how they were able to get so much farm off of me there. So we're going to let this go, knowing that everything is going to be resisted. We're going to have to farm them down here and hope that we're going to be able to, well, not hope. Well, let's see. 2 Frenzy Plants? No, we're going to go for Superpower, folks. I swear this, I thought I was going to lose this. So we go for Superpower, and we're able to get to the next one. Let's go. They were probably thinking, no, that's not how this is supposed to end. And I was thinking the exact same thing. Surviving with 1 HP and taking that win. Alright, getting into the next battles here, we're met with a Shadow Magnezone, and that thing really cannot take a hit whatsoever. Let's see where they're going to throw. Mirror Shot sounds good, no debuff, and they're swapping into their Glissopod. Okay, that's very interesting to see in the Master Premier. Nice investment there. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Chesnaught, which is actually not going to take that much damage from the X-Scissor because of the fighting does resist bug, so it is going to be neutralized, while our grass is also going to be neutralized because of their bug, and then they also are part water, but we're still going to be doing a ton of damage to them because, well, that's just Frenzy Plant. So we're going to go ahead and take them out, but not after farming a little bit of extra energy, so we're ready to go for whatever they do throw in here, which is going to be that Magnezone. Don't know why. I should have just went for the superpower here, to be honest. But we're going to go ahead and just retreat. I mean, that makes no sense, right? I retreated into Snorlax. I should have went for Superpower, which is doing less, and it's super effective as well. You make mistakes. Not everybody's perfect, and that includes me too. So here we are. All right, so Magnezone's really putting up a fight here. I'm going to go ahead and let this go. Just let him take me out, no problem. We've got the Metagrass. Oh my gosh. I was looking at the grass and thinking Metagross, so I kind of mixed my words there. Alright, so we're bringing in Chesnaught. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and go for Frenzy Plant because we don't want to debuff ourselves. That was almost enough to take them out, and we're able to get to it, and we are. They're bringing in their Gyarados here, but here's the problem. We got a Metagross in the back, but here's also the thing. Frenzy Plant is doing a ton, did enough for us so that we can potentially take them out with Meteor Mash. No, not potentially. This is going to be enough to take them out here, so we're going to go ahead and go for that right about now, taking out that Gyarados with our Metagross, and then bullet punching down their Magnezone, and it's out of the zone. Let's keep it moving here. Next battle, what are we going to see? And we have a Gyarados. Love to see it. Let's get it. This is perfect. So let's just roll with it here. We're going to go ahead and let this first one go. Just an Aqua Tail. Perfect. So they're not even going to be able to drop our defense with a Crunch. Going to go for the Body Slam. Now we can win this matchup here. If we can beat them to the Body Slam, we're going to have to get to one more because they're going to be shielding this one up here. Exactly. So can we outpace them? And unfortunately, it usually can. I don't know. We're going to shield this up, and I usually get to this right about here, but they get to it before me. Oh well, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just farm you up here with the old Metagross. Let's go all the way down to Funky Town. Yeah, that's a lot of farm. And they're bringing in a Conkeldurr. I can respect that. I love my Conkeldurr Shundo. I'm going to go ahead and get their last shield here. Looking good. And getting to another Meteor Mash. This is going to do a ton of damage, neutral damage to them as well, bringing them down into the red, bringing in the Chesnaught to absorb the Dynamic Punch, not that it's resisted, and they've got a Togekiss in the back, and this is exactly why I swapped into the Chesnaught to kind of sacrifice it here, because I had a little bit of a feeling there was something weak to Metagross in the back, and well, we're looking great, and since we have one shield left, we're going to easily shield this up. Now, I kind of wanted to farm them all the way down, which I probably should have, because they were not going to get to another ancient power. So that I was clear to KO the Conkeldurr, but we're able to bullet punch them down. I knew they didn't have enough energy, so I was comfortable to throw that there. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Mamoswine. And yes, this is exactly where we would want it. Well, I mean, Metagross doesn't mind going up against it either. You got to look out for high horsepower, sure, but you're also going to be dealing super effective bullet punch and meteor mash damage, which is going to be really adding up to that very squishy Mamoswine. Speaking of Mamoswine, take a look at this thing, because it is pretty good in the Open Master League as well as the Master Premier, and even potentially in the Ultra League, and especially good in raids. So you definitely want to get out there for this community day and get yourself a good Mamoswine. Seeing that you're going to be getting 3-time Stardust for catching, you definitely do not want to miss this at all. Make sure you turn on Star Piece, right? Anyways, they're going to be bringing in their Gyarados, and they are shieldless at this point. Meteor Mash, it's going to take about almost 2 of those to take out the Gyarados. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's resisting it, but that's just how it is. When you have a pseudo-legendary Meteor Mash user, Metagross, going up against Gyarados, which is an amazing Pokemon, but also very squishy. So not quite enough to take them out, but that's okay. We still have 1 shield left, and we want to hold on to that. So we're going to go ahead and farm them down, knowing that they have this Mamoswine here. Obviously going to be shielding this up, because it's not going to KO, but it is going to be doing a ton of damage, and I want to maintain that health here. Going for the Frenzy Plant, super effective, and we're not going to be lowering our stats, and they've got an Excadrill in the back, and that's a wrap. Like we've discussed, you completely wall Excadrill. Unless you're so low that they're able to take you out with that little bit of health that you have, you're going to be able to run all over them. Next battle, met with a Metagross. This is a good lead, and this is where we would want to see it. Chesnaught can go up against it with its superpower, getting stabbed. But I prefer this a lot more, because look at the lick damage. It's just going insane. So they're going to be swapping, as we did shield up that Meteor Mash and using one of our shields, and they still have 2. But we have a ton of energy on our Snorlax here. Bringing in the Chesnaught to usually handle the Gyarados like we do, and we are having a blast. Does this have Waterfall here? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Since it has Waterfall, at this point, we can pretty much farm them down all the way. And we're going to be looking good here. And now we're getting a little bit risky. Okay, we were able to do it. They were probably just about to get to the charge move. So I straight go superpower here, because I don't know. I just, whatever. And they're bringing in a Dragonite, but this is okay. We can go ahead and just throw these anyways and get away with it. We'll just bring in our, I think we want to bring in our Meteor, yeah, our Meteor Mash, our Metagross, to go up against them, because they do have that Snorlax. I have this, my gosh, I can't get the damn things correct. They've got the Metagross, we've got the Snorlax, we're in a good position, let's go. They're swapping back into it. We're going to go ahead and keep on baiting them here, because they know they can't lose that matchup, because we do have that Metagross, which is still somewhat healthy. Now we're going to go ahead and throw the superpower here. Just want to take them out, right? Let's just get it over with. They bring in their Dragonite. We still have 1 shield left. They back out, and we take that win, and we keep it moving. Damn, this is a long video. It's crazy when I do these long videos. I remember I used to make them like 40 minutes in an hour, and that was just crazy. All right, met with a Gyarados with our Snorlax. This is a decent matchup. Let's keep it rolling here, see what we got going on in the back. All right, so let's go ahead and try to win this matchup here. Like last time, we kind of lost it, so let's see what happens. Gonna go ahead and let that crunch go. No debuff, which is great. Oh yeah, we're good. We'll survive this one here. We're perfectly fine. So we let this Aquatail go. We take them out barely. Both shields on both ends. They're going to be able to farm me down. Bring it in a Hydreigon. Okay. We can do this here. Now we just need to look out for Flash Cannon. That's going to be doing a stupid amount of damage. So we got to look out for that. We know Brutal Swing is going to be resist. Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There it is. I do. All right. Look, this was so stupid. Why? Why throw Frenzy Plant? It costs more energy. Yeah. All right, here it is. And we were getting a shield, we didn't debuff ourselves, and then we were able to hit them with the full force of the superpower. That's why. All right, swapping into our Metagross, and they've got an Excadrill. Since we have 2 shields, we should be able to pull this off, but that damn Excadrill farms up so fast, I was getting a little nervous, but I knew deep down that we were going to be perfectly fine. Getting to that Earthquake, and we still have green health on this Metagross, and yeah, we're looking good. Chesnaught's holding on by a thread, and we're going to be able to... Oh, my goodness, folks. Are we going to be able to win this? Quick, Brutal Swing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Damn. Okay, Hydreigon. Nice. I see you. Next battle. Good game. Met with a Florges here, and this is fine. We would like to see this here. Of course, up against Metagross would be preferred, but definitely not up against our Chesnaught, which at least we're going to be able to hit them with neutral grass, right? It's going to be doing a ton. Since they're swapping into their Gyarados with Waterfall, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Chesnaught to completely shut this thing down. Now, what we want to do coming out of this is make sure we have enough energy to get to a Frenzy Plant to hit the Florges, because it is going to be doing a ton of damage. It's not like Togekiss, it's not flying, it's just Fairy, so you're going to be doing a whole heck of a lot of damage to it. Alright, letting all this go, and at this point I think we can't farm them down. They would have gone to another charge move, so we're going to go ahead and just throw. That's fine. Bringing in that Florges, that Fairy Wind, I don't know if they can farm me down, so I just decided to go ahead and swap into the Snorlax and just sacrifice it here. We're going to let it go. Come on, show me a Disarming Voice. Beautiful. Not enough to KO, and now we're going to be able to do that much more damage, but I think they're going to be able to, alright, farm us down, but they're swapping. They're farming us down anyways with their Shadow Swampert, which is not good. How the hell are we going to pull this off? Well, you got a Grass-type Pokemon poke up against a Shadow Swampert, so you better pull it off or something, man. Alright. So we're getting another shield up here. Oh boy, now we're out. Now we got to start going. So I go for the superpower because it's going to cost less energy and take them out, right? Immediately swapping, and we got this in the bag. There's nothing I can do. Florges is walled, and we take the win there. Looking good. And moving it on to our next battle here. Damn, this is... Better go grab your snacks because we're only halfway through. Let's get it. Alright, so we are seeing them swap into their Gyarados. Sounds good to me. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our Chesnaught like usual. This one does have Dragon Breath, so it is going to be digging in a lot faster as it's neutral damage, right? Non-stab, though. Alright, going for another Frenzy Plant here. Just going to keep on putting on the pressure. No need to farm any extra. They want a double shield over here. Ah, okay. Sounds good. Now, since we're going to get rid of their Gyarados, I mean, there is plenty of Pokemon that can take out Metagross after this, but as far as the meta and what we're going to expect to see, because... no offense, but we all kind of pick the same Pokemon, so we don't have to worry about like a Moltres or something like that. Oh, you can't use Moltres. Charizard. There you go. Okay. As soon as I say that, okay. New video, folks. Charizard, and actually, I've done that, and it's pretty good. What I'm trying to say is we're going to be good in the back for the Metagross. It's going to be able to handle a lot, but yeah, I guess not, because here's the Excadrill. We survive it, but do we get to the Meteor Mash? And we do. Let's go. Okay. Now, I'm not going to hit all of these because I kind of want to farm a little extra, and that's exactly what we do, but are we going to be able to actually... Ooh, no more shields. This is looking a little rough. So what I'm going to do is bring in the Snorlax to kind of just take the brute force of what the Swampert is going to hit us with. Just make them use up their energy while also bringing them down really low here. Going for the body. I think I swap into the Chesnaught here in just a second. Yeah, so we wait after this, and we know they have energy still ready to go, so they're going for the Earthquake. Oh, we swap. Snorlax still holding on to about 2 HP, and they're getting to another damn charge move, taking out the Chesnaught. Snorlax, get in there, buddy, and take them out with about 2 HP. Let's go. Let's take that win. Next battle, what are we going to see? Snorlax up against Primarina. Sounds good to me. Actually, this is exactly kind of where we want to see it, although we are going to be able to hit that Primarina with super effective, but they're going to be swapping into their Sylveon, in which we're going to go ahead and bring in the Metagross. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring that Metagross here. Have a little fun. They're going for the Psyshock, and we're going to farm them all the way down. Abso-freaking-lutely. Bringing in the Gyarados, and I still do not mind this whatsoever because these Meteor Mashes, although resisted, are still doing a decent amount of damage to that Gyarados, being a water type. Let's get it. Hitting them with another one and getting a shield out of them because it is doing so much damage. And we're getting to another one here. They're trying to farm me all the way down to Funky Town. You already know it. So they're farming me down here. That's okay. We have the Chesnaught. So we're bringing this in here. It's got Waterfall. What? Outrage? No. Okay, no Outrage. Hitting me with the Crunch is swapping. Well, we're going to go ahead and throw that Frenzy Plant here because, well, that's super effective. And it's going to be able to one-shot Primarina. Chesnaught's going to be able to pull the win off for us here at the end. Let's go. Cleaning up and sweeping house. Now, it's a really good Pokemon because you have that grass element, and then you also have that fighting element. So you can handle water and steel. And that's pretty good, right? That's stinking good, and you're getting stabbed from both of those. Next battle met with a Togekiss. Great lead. Although we do have Metagross, Snorlax wins this as well. So long as you shield up once, you will be perfectly fine. Now here's the situation. Now here's another situation that I did not talk about before on Togekiss's Aura Sphere. It's going to now be able to kind of force Snorlax to shield. You didn't really have to worry about the ancient power before. Yeah, flamethrower did a little bit more damage, obviously, but now this aura sphere, like we just shielded up there, is going to be doing a whole hell of a lot more damage and potentially just taking you out. So now you're going to be kind of forced to shield. So there is that element as well. All right, we're surviving it though and taking them out and getting to the body slam up against a Gyarados. Let's go. Bringing in the Chesnaught up against a waterfall Gyarados. Oh, I love it. This is amazing. Having a blast here. Now, if you do see Mamoswine, like we've seen already, you know, it's going to be probably a little bit more prevalent once that community day rolls around. You're still doing super effective. You've got superpower as well as Meteor Match, Frenzy Plant. So you're looking good there as well. No problem at all. Although you're taking a ton from that Avalanche, right? All right, so they've got their Gyarados back in the fight here. We get the shield, their last shield, as a matter of fact. Bringing in the Chesnaught to handle the situation. Oh, yeah. We're going to be looking good here. Oh, Outrage. There it was. I figured. I had a little bit of a suspicion it was going to be Outrage. We survive it anyways, and we take the win with a superpower. Let's go. All right, next battle. And if you're wondering, damn, Poke, you got a lot of wins here. Did you rise up in rank? Yeah, I sure did. This thing bring me up at about 200 points. This team. Chesnaught, Snorlax, and, well, no, it's Chesnaught, Excadrill, Gyarados, and then Chesnaught, Snorlax, Metagross. Freaking did amazing. I think I'm going to like the Snorlax, Metagross combo better, but the Excadrill, Gyarados one worked fine too. But I prefer the one we're currently using here. All right, anyways, what's going on here? Up against a Dragonite. We're going to go ahead and call it Dragonclaw. And you better believe they're going to be hitting me with Superpower right about now, so we'll shield that up. All right, looking good. Farming them all the way down. Let's go. What you got? What you got? Bringing in a Gyarados. Immediately swapping into the Chesnaught. They got Dragon Breath on that thing. All right, it's not ideal, but we got to work with what we got going on here, and I can't complain. Ursaluna also weak to grass, and they're going to be backing out, and we take the win. What you got? Thunder Punch and High Horsepower? That's resisted, baby. You better believe it. Let's go. Taking that win as they back out. Next battle, met with a Dragonite here. Hey, I'm not going to shield up a dang thing. We're going to let it all go and bring in our Metagross to farm them down. Might even bring in the Chesnaught to farm them down, depending on how low we do get them. Hitting me with a Dragon Claw here. All right, sounds good. Going to go ahead and just, like I said, let it all go. Getting to another Body Slam. Now, if this is a Dragon Claw, we will survive by an inch. By an inch, 1 HP, like I said. Now, if you play long enough, it's crazy, because you can just tell that you'll be able to survive. It's awesome. So there it is. Like I said, if they were low enough, we'll bring in the Chesnaught to farm them down. All right, they're going to be bringing in the Snorlax here, weak to that fighting. But is it worth going for the superpower? Because Snorlax is such a thick boy. We're just going to be left vulnerable, taking more damage here. And they could just potentially shield this up, and they're letting it go. Oh, great, going for another one here. They've got to shield this one up, right? Oh, yeah, definitely. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Metagross to handle it. And, oh, boy, they've got a damn Excadrill back here. But guess what? We've got Chesnaught. That's going to be good up against Excadrill, not taking very much damage. And also the superpower that can handle that Snorlax. So we got that going on. Letting it go, because all we wanted to do was get that last shield. That's all we really needed to do. I don't think we're going to want to go with superpower. We're going to want to go with that Frenzy Plant, because we don't want to debuff ourselves quite yet here. Not enough to take them out, and they're getting to another charge move. We can let this go, because we do know... Oh my gosh, I shielded up. What an idiot. Idiot, Poke. What are you doing, you fool? We knew that Snorlax had energy. Why would you do such a dumb thing? But we survive, and we actually get to the superpower as they get to their next charge move. It was a CMP tie, and we take the win on a sloppy way. That was a sloppy way, but we still took it. Hey, it's all good. Sloppy sometimes is better. Next battle, what are we going to see? Gyarados, let's go with that waterfall. Man, I'll take it. It's no problem. At least it's not Metagross up against it, right? So let's go ahead and go. All right, hitting with the Body Slam, they let it go, and they are farming us up. They are building up that energy quite a bit here, and they're shielding up that next one. So since they shielded up, we're going to go ahead and let this go. Yeah, it's Aqua Tail. That's all right. Now we'll shield up this one here. We'll let that first one go, shield up the next one. See what they want to do after this. We're going to be able to outpace them to the Body Slam. They've already used one shield. Do they want to double it up? And they do. Oh, they want to use 2 shields on their Gyarados. Hey, you did it. You said it yourself. Bringing in our Chesnaught, and we're going to farm them down here unless they want to lock themselves after this, and they don't. Okay, sounds good. They're shieldless. Bringing in a Dragonite, not good for me. Please do not have Excadrill in the back. Please do not have it, and we're not going to shield any of this up. We need to hold on to our shield. Hopefully there's no Togekiss back there. Well, that's a good thing if there's a Togekiss. But if our Metagross gets too low, then it's not good. So, but they're shieldless, okay, and we're almost farming them down, so we'll shield this up just in case there is a Charm user in the back or Fairy type. And Metagross themselves, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake since we're obviously way outpacing them. We're just going to go ahead and throw that, and that's a wrap. They're going to get to a Meteor Mash. We'll go in there and do a couple of quick moves and take the win. We're looking good. Chesnaught don't even need to throw the charge move. I forgot that Dragonite was there, and I was like, whoa! Almost took the loss there with the damn Dragon Claw. Next battle, we're met with another Snorlax. Okay, this mirror match, like I told you, I do not like them. It is a little bit irritating here because it's like who's doing what, where, when, how, and what. Okay, all right. So they're going for the superpower right out the gate, which sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and retreat and bring in our Chesnaught here. Unfortunately, this is going to be a Dragon Breath Gyarados, so we are going to be taking quite a bit of damage. And they got the defense debuff, so we're going to be taking even more. I can't even complain about that because I really haven't been getting debuffed too often from crunches. It seemed like every single damn time I get hit by a crunch, I would get that debuff. But it hasn't been happening lately, so let's go. All right, so getting to another Frenzy Plant, well over it. Got plenty of energy ready to go. They're shielding it up. Okay, all right, we're getting to another one here. But I do not think that this is going to be enough to take out the Gyarados. Unfortunately not, and they're going to be throwing their charge move. Great. Sounds good. Use up that energy. Yeah, I like that. All right, bringing in the Snorlax to finish them off. They are shieldless, and we got a ton of energy. Going to go ahead and throw the superpower. I think we're going to try to get off 2 here. Oh, they're retreating to catch. What did they just throw into the fight? What? Oh, an Excadrill? Oh, shoot, we got Metagross. This is not looking too good. So what we're going to... I think we shield this up and swap into Metagross. All right, going for a Body Slam. Get a little risque. I know I swapped some. No, I guess I don't. We're playing it smart, so we're building them all the way up. We're bringing them close enough to just take them out with one quick move and then get to the Meteor Mash here. They can't, unless they have Earthquake. There's nothing they can do. Superpower does a lot, but they don't have 2 ready to go. Meteor Mash. Okay, yeah. I was in the zone. All right, let's go. Next battle, what are we going to see? Oh, Dragonite. This is a lead I don't really like seeing with Snorlax too much. Not even because of Superpower. It would win Snorlax matchups before it. It still wins the matchup without Superpower. So, going for the Body Slam. It really depends on if we get a double or a shield on both ends anyways, too. Or no shield. We're going to let it all go because I don't want to use a shield and I want to go, oh my gosh, we had a Body Slam. Are you serious? Come on, man. All right, bringing in the Metagross to farm them all the way up. You already know they're going to be going for a superpower here, and we're going to just let it go. I think they actually bait. Yeah, go Dragon Claw. Sweet. Sounds good to me. Now we got all this energy. We are down half health, and they're bringing in an Excadrill, so we're going to go ahead and bait them with a Meteor Mash here, and then retreat into our... Oh, no. We want to bait again. Okay, that's smart. So we can just get all their shields here, right? All right, retreat. Oh, well, if they have a Togekiss, we're kind of low, but we still should be able to get to a Meteor Mash. So, Florges. Oh, that's fine. Like we were discussing, this thing takes neutral damage from the grass, so we don't have to worry about them resisting anything. Look at that. Already down to half, getting to another one, simply shielding this up as a wrap. Getting to the Excadrill, and there's nothing they can do. Literally, there's nothing they can do with that Excadrill, so this is going to be a battle wrap, and this is the last battle, as a matter of fact. So, folks, if you did enjoy this long Chesnaught video, my goodness, give it a like. The commentary is intense doing it like this. When I do usually make these shorter videos now, well, not shorter, like 12, 15 minutes, still 20 minutes. I don't make short videos. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!